Welcome back to the release date overview for film and TV for September 2024 by Quiet on Set. I'm Ewan, I'm Swiss, and this is Lachlan. He's Aussie. So in addition to the US starts, we'll also highlight some of our local market releases as well. Let us know what you're most excited about, and let's get straight into it. First up, on September 4th, we got Gary Oldman in Slow Horses Season 4 as an MI5 agent. It's already the 4th season. They've been cranking those out pretty quickly, so go give those a watch if you're interested in those political spy thriller stories.
On September 6th, we have a ton of films dropping, such as Beetlejuice, which is the sequel to, shocker, Beetlejuice. Tim Burton's returning as the director. Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder both return as their original characters. We've also got The Front Room, which comes from the other Eggers. What do I mean? Not Robert Eggers, but Max and Sam. It's a horror film where there is a black woman and a very racist white grandma.
Sold.
His Three Daughters gets a limited run, but later comes out on Netflix on September 20th. It's a stacked cast: Natasha Lyonne, Elizabeth Colson, Carrie Coon. 3 estranged sisters are forced to take care of their sick dad. Sounds great with fantastic talent. Rena's, which is a potential Oscar submission from Switzerland?
Yep, one of the two.
Yep.
Yeah, Swiss filmmaker.
One of the two. It's a family drama set in Peru where 2 children and their mother reconnect with their estranged father. Already heard that story. As they seek opportunities in the United States. It's all about estranged fathers this month. I don't know what's going on. Close to You, launching in Switzerland, is Elliot Page's journey about how he feels comfortable with his own body after he returns to his hometown. Woman of is releasing in Switzerland as well. It's a decade-spanning story about gender identity in Poland through a family forced to conceal his true identity. And finally, Thelma's releasing in Australia. It's Juno Squibb is the action star in Thelma, where she plays the titular character who is duped by a phone scammer and goes on a mission to get what was stolen from her.
It's a sick one. Definitely can recommend that. Ton of fun. Then on September 13th, we get Uglies over on Netflix from Meg G. That's his full name. MC and a big G. That's the director's name. It also stars Joey King, so hey, it's bound to be a flop, unfortunately. And the premise is a world in which a compulsory operation wipes out physical differences and makes everyone pretty. Then we got the American remake of the Dutch-Danish film Speak No Evil that goes by the same name. That's not going to be confusing at all. The trailers have unfortunately spoiled the whole story that made the first one so intriguing. Unfortunately, this also looks like a bit of a dud. Then we got The Killer's Game from J.J. Perry and stars Dave Bautista, Terry Crews, Pom Klementif, Ben Kingsley. That's a action film. And then in limited release in the States, we got My Old Ass with Aubrey Plaza and a younger person calling her an old ass, my old ass, as she talks, I think, with herself. And it's like this metaphysical conversation that they have with each other. It looks super intriguing. That's also out on September 26th in Australia. And then finally over in Switzerland, we are getting Crossing. A retired teacher goes on a trip to go find her long lost niece in Istanbul.
On September 15th, Blazing Saddles is getting a re-release for its 50th anniversary, I think it is. It's releasing from Fathom. It's a Mel Brooks classic, which, by the way, I didn't realize Mel Brooks was still alive. I found that out the other day, and he's like 98 years old, so that guy is going strong. It's a Mel Brooks classic starring Cleveland Little and Gene Wilder.
Then over on Disney Plus on September 18th, we are getting the first couple episodes of Agatha All Along, the spin-off from WandaVision.
On September 19th, if you couldn't get enough of Zack Snyder this year, well, guess what? There is more of him to come on your favorite platform of choice, Zack Snyder's Netflix. Sorry, just Netflix. Twilight of the Gods finally releases the series from Zack Snyder. We've also got the Matrix re-release from thanks to Fathom, and we've also got another re-release of the Babadook.
Exciting stuff. Then on September 20th, we are getting the prequel that starts off a new animated Transformers franchise with Transformers 1. We also got Never Let Go with Halle Berry as a mother in survival mode taking care of her 2 daughters. We also got Sebastian Stan in A Different Man, The Featherweight, a boxing film that I got to catch last year in Venice and that I give a mild recommendation to out in limited release. And then The Substance comes out worldwide. Great that it gets a worldwide release on this date, but for now it's only in limited release in the States. Probably the bloodiest and craziest body horror film I've seen maybe ever, at least in a long time. Definitely keep that on your radar. And then Wolves comes out in limited release before it hits Apple TV Plus on September 27th. And then finally, the 8-episode miniseries of The Penguin is starting off its run over on Max.
On September 25th on Apple TV, we get Midnight Family, which is based on the 2019 documentary of the same name. It's about an ambitious medical student and her nightlife working at her family's privately run ambulance business in Mexico City.
Going by the documentary, which was actually like really, really good, I'm very much looking forward to this. And then in the last week of the month, we got a couple of films actually that come out on September 27th. Starting it off is Lee, followed up by the very much anticipated and highly contentious Megalopolis that also premieres at the same time in Australia. We got The Wild Robot that gets a later release in Australia the week after. We got Bagman, a horror film with Sam Claflin. When a sinister threat from his childhood returns to haunt him, a father desperately struggles against his deepest inner fear. Only this time the fight isn't for himself, it's for his family. So you got the vibe. Then we got Azrael Samira weaving in a world where no one speaks. The devout female hunts down a young woman who has escaped her imprisonment. Then we got Amber Alert out in limited release with Hayden Panettiere, Tyler James Williams, and Kevin Dunn. A rideshare turns into a high-stakes game of cat and mouse after it follows a car fitting the description of an Amber Alert. And then finally, over in Switzerland, we get Emmanuel with Naomi Watts and Noemi Merlon. It follows a woman and a series of erotic fantasies that she entertains. But that's it for the end of the month. Let us know what you're most looking forward to. I know for me, it's definitely The Penguin that I really want to see. Lachlan, is there anything that stands out to you that you can't wait for?
I am on the Megalopolis train. I am sorry to say, but I am so keen to see whether it's going to be hot piling shit or liquid gold. It's one of the two. It has to be. Nothing in between. It's one of the two.
Definitely don't forget about The Substance if you like body horror. That's probably the best that you'll see in years, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.